If this is not good content, then I'm clueless. Have you been thinking about getting a mini keg? Let's compare these two versions. They are both 9 liters. Pros and cons.
Let me just scooch in here.
Okay, let's kick it. No, I'm out of here. Not doing it. Okay. I'll take over from here. Have you been thinking about getting a mini keg? Today we're gonna check out these two pros and cons of each, which is the one best for kegging, which is the one I prefer to ferment in, and also which one do I prefer for the shake and brew method, and cleaning and pros and cons. Yes, let's kick it. Let me see if I can find the missing lid, va? I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. Mini kegs. I will timestamp everything so you can jump to your preferred section of this video. I won't go into price difference, you can check that out because I guess it will differ a lot. Both of these kegs are really good, and I think they both have a place here at Dr. Hans Brewery. If we just look at the different sizes here, they are both 9-liter kegs. Here I have my chest freezer, and in my chest freezer I can have 6 kegs. And these little rocket shaped, can you say that? Yes, you can. They will fit in between those kegs, so I can actually have my 6 kegs and 2 of these. But with that said, I also can fit 2 of these ones on the compressor shelf. So both ones are great. I would wish for a version also of this one that was as tall as like a normal keg, but yeah, can't have it all. Serving beer out of this, both works as good as the other. I don't have a preference. But when it comes to cleaning, I would say this one is a little bit more simple to, yeah, you can get a brush in there. So this one is simple to clean and to inspect. This one is not hard to clean, but how do we know that it's clean? And I thought that we could inspect this. The opening here is 44 millimeters, so it's more or less impossible to see if this one is clean. And I have been fermenting in both of these quite many times, and when you ferment in a vessel, you know, you get that Krausen ring, which of course you want to clean, so you can't really know if it's clean in here. What you can't see won't hurt you, right? No, just kidding. Stop hitting the dislike button. To bump up the production value, I bought an inspection camera so we could check once and for all if the easy cleaning method is working with this one. I do have built a cleaning station. I will link to that video down below. But for this one, I usually just take a tablespoon of cleaning powder and put 1.5 liters of boiling water. Close the vessel, give it a shake, and place it upside down because, yeah, the Krausen ring is the most difficult to clean. And then I will shake it for now and then, and I will call it clean. But today we're doing inspection camera. I was thinking you could buy one of those dentist mirrors, and there are those with built-in lights. I will link down below to one of these on my Amazon storefront, and also one of this inspection camera. This is overkill, I know, but I do this thing here so you don't have to. Let's hook this one up. This one has built-in light with which you can regulate. Don't peek at my password. And of course, you should not subscribe to my channel, but I did spend a lot of money here on this camera for you, so you should at least maybe give this video a thumbs up. Yes, seriously. If this is not good content, then I'm clueless. Okay, everything looks clean on the sides and the bottom. But yeah, it's the Krausen ring that I'm really interested in. And yes, I know where you want me to stick it. This is actually waterproof. Let's see if we can find some Krausen residues, because I've been fermenting in this one many times. That's not dirt, that is actually like welding spots. Maybe we should try to passivate this. If you're interested in passivating stainless steel, I did a whole video on it. I will link to that video down below. Let's look forward. You do see some welding, but no, there's no sign of the Krausen at all. That must mean that my method of cleaning this one is working. Now we know. When it comes to using these ones as a fermenter, they both are good, but of course this one doesn't come with the dip tube. You have to build one yourself. I'm always using floating dip tubes when fermenting in these ones, and I do ferment under pressure in the vessels. The dip tube you should change out to one of the gas tube versions. You can actually take the gas tube one and put that on the dip tube side, and instead get the smallest, yes, the smallest gas tube you can find, or cut down one you already have, because life is all about getting good head. I had better success with fermenting in this one, and I think it has to do with the taller head space. But you can of course also put this on an angle to get a little more tall headroom, but changing out the gas tube to a shorter version is a good key, because I've been fermenting 8 liters plus in these ones, and that has been working. But I did have one accident with this one when I started to push foam out of the spunding valve. But it hasn't happened again since I changed the dip tubes to shorter ones, and I've been tilting it also. The one I got came with an ordinary lid, but this is a strength to have it. This carbonation lid was an add-on. For the Shake N Brew, and if you don't know what the Shake N Brew method is, I will put a link down below to the Shake N Brew playlist. For the Shake N Brew, I prefer this one, and it has to do with this lid. Because when I've been putting my ingredients in here and putting hot liquid and starting to shake it, the hose could come off, and then I'm into problems. By shaking it with this lid, and in the end replacing it with this setup, there is not going to be a problem. There is special lids for the Cornelius keg, so you could do the same thing, but then you have to buy that extra lid, because it's always a risk, because these come off quite easily when they are getting hot. Ah, yes, the opening of the Cornelius keg is wider, so this can get a little bit fiddly. It's a pro for the Cornelius keg. So I'm guessing here that you already know which one I would choose if I only could choose one, but I do like both of them. But the winner is... The winner is, of course, this one, but as I said, I would actually like an extra one of these, because then I can have 2 for the freezer, chest freezer. But this one, this also comes in smaller versions. I do have a 5 liter and 2 3 liters. If anyone finds a taller one, let me know. I will try to put all the stuff I talked about today on my Amazon storefront. A big shout out to my patrons and channel members. I will record a behind the scenes video straight after this. See you there. If you haven't watched the stainless steel passivating video, why don't you go and check that one out? Otherwise, maybe this one. DrHans out.